Hello, I'm Danny. I'm an Akashic Records practitioner, a psychic medium, and a witch. And every week I come to you with a collective message from the Akashic Records. And so if you're watching this, this message might really resonate for you. And so if it does, I do ask that you share it, that you comment, that you like, and that you subscribe. I really appreciate it. I am newer to YouTube, so the support means a lot to me. And this week, if you know, well, as you know, Halloween was this past weekend. And if you are especially witchy, like me, you may have celebrated Samhain, which is a pagan holiday. And I'm not pagan, but I do celebrate some of the celebrations and the holidays that they do, and Samhain is one of them. So Samhain is a Gaelic holiday festival where we honor the dead, okay, the living and the dead. And so this week, the reason why I bring that up is because this week the message from the Akashic Records for you, for whomever is watching this, is one about coexisting. And what I'm getting when they say that is that they really want us this week to think about and to do our best to integrate coexisting. And so when they first said this, I thought, okay, so during this time, Samhain, Halloween, this time of year, the veil between earth plane and spirit world is very, very thin. So if you're intuitive, if you're a medium, you're probably feeling a lot, right? This is the time when a lot of people can connect with the other side a little easier, and it can get really overwhelming if you don't have a good grasp on your gifts and if you don't have strong boundaries set in place. So initially, when I heard coexisting, I thought, okay, I think they're talking about coexisting between realms and coexisting with spirit and with angels and with the ethereal realms that sort of surround our earth plane. And while yes, that is what they meant, but they also mean just here on this earth plane. So if you're not an intuitive, if you're not in touch with that, if you're not a medium, that's totally okay, because that's not all they mean. They mean coexisting as a whole. So coexisting with your family, with your roommates, with your partners, with your kids, with those people that live in your home or in your building if you live in a communal sort of living space like an apartment or a condo or a townhouse. So coexisting with those under our roof, coexisting with our neighbors, coexisting really, and most importantly, with ourselves. And that's not just to say, okay, love yourself today or spend time with yourself today, but actually embrace, coexist the light and the shadow. All right, so really embrace your shadow parts, the darker parts of yourself, the parts of yourself that you really try to shove down, okay? Excuse me. I had a call. So that was my thumb. So we really want to focus this week on coexisting with all of those around us, from spirit realm to angelic realm, to neighbors, to family, and to ourselves, and to our darkest parts, and those parts of ourselves that we really try to repress or ignore or stuff down, all right? It's really important to embrace these parts, to coexist with ourselves in this way so that we may fully embrace and love ourselves, and that in turn helps us to fully embrace and love others. Okay, we all have shadow parts, darker parts of ourselves, and it's really a great and wonderful and beautiful time to integrate with these and to really feel deeply love, acceptance, compassion for yourself and for others. And you know, something that's coming through right now as I am in the records, they really want us to as well work on forgiveness to those that have passed, because this is a time where the veil is so thin, and this next week it will remain so until we move into the second week of November. And so they really want us to focus on if we have any unfinished business with someone that's crossed over, especially yucky unfinished business. If you're somebody passed, or you were angry with them, or didn't quite get to forgive or deal with or process the relationship or the things that happened around it, this is a really, really good time to sit down, to process, to get your feelings out, to talk to them, even if you're yelling, okay? Just tell them, say your piece, and let it go, all right? So with that, I'm going to leave you. Thank you for joining me. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram and TikTok and Clubhouse. My handle is Akashic Danny. I will link it below. And if you'd like to book your own Akashic Records reading or mediumship reading, you can do so at my website. I'll also link that below. I really appreciate you sticking with me and hanging out. And blessed Samhain to anyone that has or does participate and celebrate, and happy Halloween, a little belated Halloween. Feel free to let me know how you celebrated in the comments. I love to hear from you. You can email me, you can comment here or DM me anywhere. And yeah, I look forward to connecting with you. So thank you so much. Bye.